That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Goff. On the slant, able to find Ayuk. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a first.
Don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Cardinals. Cam Akers, 78 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
For the extra point.
Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. off here to his running back. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To Deebo Samuel. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun. Goff. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw, Goff. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
On first down, Clement. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey.
And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Carrier.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire. And they did, holding them to a field goal.
26-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion. And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you can get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll run on first down with Akers. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Akers, the ball carrier. Fred Warner in on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Clement. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. After 1, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Clement. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clement, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown, Arizona.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the kicking team.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They'll run on first down. Akers. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Clement. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Cam Akers with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Tigers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Completes it to Samuel. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, Clement. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run here with Akers. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
The 2-yard line.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they'll turn the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Goff. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
Jared Goff, sacked.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken at around the 40. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's been in a pretty good groove. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
Really helps your play calling, because now you're in a position where you're confident in either one, either aspect of the game. Dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the second quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Clement. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense. Come on, dog!
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On 1st and 10, Clement. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
To number 81.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and...
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Cam Akers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Cross pass intended for George Kittle. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first down, Clement. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. He's going to they've got his man, complete. And the ball is knocked out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Buffalo on the play. Recovered by the Niners.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from.
After reviewing the play, the running on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Following the fumble recovery, Clement. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Niners.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
20-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
35-49.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Clement. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Clement. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well,
there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Throwing on first down. Clement. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clement. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Javon Kinlaw busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Operating from the gun. Clement. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From a yard out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Goff. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Goff. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. Here's Akers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
17 yards.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover.
Now Clement fumbles the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The big fella. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
49ers.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
18-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled
there to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on second down, Clement. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Number 85. A gain of 6 on the play. And this is third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now hang on, Fitzgerald shaken up apparently. Remaining down on the ground. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 8.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on second and 8. From the gun, Clement. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, Akers. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. The Cardinals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll run on first down. Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes they think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-yard touchdown run. Where the Cardinals push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a first down throw. Gone. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle. Yeah,
where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Again, Goff. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Goff throwing again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. The gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Goff on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
At the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
3rd down.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Clement being chased out left. He finds an opening past the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
1st down, Arizona.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Clement. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick.
Xavier Woods.
Get in there, get what you want.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
56.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defense